Hello and welcome to another episode of Slash Camp. Miel here. And as I promised, I was going to show you the rest of what I got from ThinkGeek, including my glorified teapot. This is actually a coffee maker as well, because the strainer in the bottom is actually smaller. Like the holes are smaller so that you can use finer grains like coffees and stuff like that. So I used it once just to see if it worked, because I didn't want to show you a video of like something completely failing, because, well, that would just, I'm sure it would be a YouTube sensation to have like me have hot water being poured into it and then suddenly go everywhere and then the entire room turns into this chaotic mess. I'm sure the viewers would have loved to seen it. I would not have. So, I made sure it worked previously. So, for lack of loose leaf tea, I actually tore open a tea bag. So this is actually just something you dip, but I tore it open. So, I'm going to open it up and pour it in. Throw that away. So, my tea is on the inside. And the reason I'm looking like this way is because this is where my monitor is. So I want to make sure you guys can see it. So don't look at me, look at it. Okay, so it's in there. Now I have something that you guys know previously I kind of ranted and raved about, was the fact it didn't have a preheated heater in it. So, make sure I don't burn myself. I have my cup of water already preheated, and it's my caffeine cup. Now this I'm gonna like pour off to the side because this is hot water and this cup isn't very reliable. So if it gets on my floor, I don't really mind. So, I just didn't prefer having, you know, scalding hot water in my lap. So, you see, water is in there with my tea. And notice it's not dripping. People are probably like, dude, it's just a teapot. Because that's what I thought. I'm trying to figure out something I can wipe my mug off with. I'll just set it right there for right now. But I'm going to get the water off. I'm pretty, you know, OCD about having, oh, this is hot. This is a glass mug. They, you know, hold heat pretty well. Okay, so it is currently in there and it is brewing. So I'm going to continue with the rest of my video and let that brew for a bit and sit here with my really hot mug. So that was item number 1. I got 3 items, but like, well, 4 items-ish. But 1 was actually going to be a gift for someone else, and then 1 was something apparently all of my friends were like, dude, that's so cool. And I haven't seen it yet. So, but item number 2, I have a little TARDIS USB hub. It has 4 little USB ports. And some of my stuff's already like in it, but it makes noises. So yes, and it actually makes that noise anytime you unplug and plug it in. Now I could have gotten one that was like, you know, 7 ports and more functional than, you know, having that, but it's a TARDIS and I loved it. I'm actually going to turn off the noise because it scared me half to death last night when I plugged in something and it started moving and doing that, and I was like, oh my god. So, but yeah, I mean, I could have had like a simple 7-port USB hub thing. I could have. And I decided to get the TARDIS because the TARDIS is cool. And yes, I'm a little cold, so I'm like cupping my mug. And as for what else I got, I ended up getting a good friend of mine because he wanted it forever. And I was like, I'm doing a ThinkGeek order and I might as well be nice. And I picked him up the Tony Stark glowing shirt. So it has the arc reactor or whatever. Wow, I just said or whatever in reference to Iron Man. I'm sorry. I like Iron Man, but I don't know all the terminology. So, the glowy thingy in his chest. I can deal with living with calling it the glowy thingy in his chest. We're on with that. But, yes. So it actually lights up. It has batteries and all that kind of stuff. So it's like you see it through the shirt like you would for Tony Stark. And, decided to pick that up for him just to be nice. So, yes, I can be nice every once in a while. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I split my lip today, and it's really, really bothering me when I laugh. But the other thing was this 5-in-1 pen that I thought was just going to be absolutely freaking amazing. Because it had, like, a laser pointer, it had a stylus, it was an ink pen, it had a light, and there was something else it did. And I can't remember. So, like, it was the ultimate, like, pocket accessory. Just the ultimate pocket accessory. And so, now, like, when I got my stuff, which I actually got yesterday, and didn't do a video of, because, well, I actually posted the raid. So, I'll talk about that at a later time. Because there is something else I have to discuss on that. But yeah, so, like, I of course had, like, friends over, because I was like, guys, look what I got, this is so awesome! And so, I haven't seen my pen since. And I get random text message pictures of all of my friends, like, using it. So, I know it's in safe hands, and it will come back to me, I just need to know when. So, but yeah, so, on to the topic that I skipped. As you notice, there's kind of an ongoing theme with my videos. I do a vlog one day / played one day. Vlog one day / played one day. And so far, this has actually worked out very well for me. This is something that I can probably keep on to, because my life isn't that great to be able to say, hey, I'm going to do a vlog every single day. Because I don't do things every single day. There are some people who do, and yay, I'm jealous. But most of the time, I would make a video that said, I sat here and I played on the computer. End. So, I don't want to, like, just do it with, like, filler. I actually, if there's something there, I want to be able to say, hey, this is what's going on. So, yeah, every other day seems to be pretty good. On a side note of things, I will probably throw in, like, some more videos every once in a while, because I get free time. And so, I'm like, I want to do something more. So, I have an idea, I have a small project in mind, and so, hopefully I can get that planned out and then put up. So, look for it. I wouldn't say it's soon, because I honestly have to, like, learn a couple things before I do it, so it'll be a little bit. But, so, also, with my Think Geek order, I'm totally jumping topics, I ended up getting another T-Fury shirt, and this is the shirt I've been, like, dyingly waiting for. This, I'm, like, constantly playing with this mug. It's still warm. Which was the Time Job shirt. So, I had to be like, dude, I'm wearing this. Especially with all my Think Geek stuff. So, here it is. It is Serenity. I have to get on my tiptoes to show you guys. It is Serenity picking up the TARDIS. Bah. Move it that way. So, my biggest qualm with this shirt is this right here. Okay? For those of you who actually know Firefly, you know that the hatch is open, like, here. And it actually, like, the wire goes down. Not out the cargo bay and then down. So, like, when I first saw this shirt, I was like, dude, let's not get too worked up about it, because it's just a minor detail. But no, they're referring to an actual episode of Firefly. And it's the bottom. But anyhow. So, other than that, I absolutely love it, because it's a matchup of actually two of my favorite shows. And this is honestly my first actual Firefly shirt, merchandise, whatever. I have my brown coat upstairs. It's not like an actual brown coat, but it's so close it might as well be. So it's very form-fitting and I love it. But it's when I decide I want to show my support, which should be every day, but I can't exactly wear my brown coat every single day because it gets cold. And it's a very lightweight coat. So it looks pretty well brewed. Yeah, it looks pretty well brewed. I don't like my tea like overly dark, but at the same time I don't like it to be like completely too weak. I like a medium to strong tea. I don't like weak tea. So, the marvels of this glorified teapot. So, they have cups that actually like kind of fit around the bottom of here, but it dispenses. It's drip free, there's no leaves, there's no nothing. It dispenses. And as you see, like all the leaves and stuff are up top. I give it a couple of shakes so it doesn't like completely drip all over my desk while I place it back. But yeah. Completely tea leaf free. And yes, it does look like I haven't drank anything in a while. But one thing I do hate about this mug is that the caffeine symbol is on the opposite side, so I'm always seeing the caffeine symbol. And I think I'd rather have it on the opposite side. I got a floaty. Ah. I'm burning my finger on tea. No! Get back here! There we go. It's just a piece of dog hair. It flies around all over the... Ooh. This tea is really good. Not bad. Like I said, it's a glorified teapot. I spent about $25 on that. And I honestly, I like it because it's convenient. Because, say I want to buy loose leaf tea or loose coffee. Now I have something that won't, like, make a giant mess. And I had one of those debates where I was like, do I want a K-Cup, like, coffee maker? Do I want a Keurig? And I wanted one forever. But seriously, it's a Keurig. That's what it is. Except for it's not in a tiny little cup. And yeah. And I paid $25 compared to like $180. Actually, they're probably like $100 now. No, I think I've seen like the big ones for $120. But yeah. So honestly, guys, if you want a Keurig, buy loose coffee, because you know what, you're saving a crap ton of money, and buy one of those off of ThinkGeek, and it works out a crap ton better. The only downfall is you have to preheat your coffee, which seriously guys, put mug, like if you're a water fanatic, be like me and put bottled water into a cup and then, excuse me, tea. So put bottled water in a cup and then put it in your microwave. And I usually let it sit for like 3 minutes. Like, in the microwave. I don't know. I don't know that, like, the actual justification of that, but 3 minutes seems to be... I don't know. I don't know if there's like a diminishing return for heated water. So, but yeah. So that is my glorified tea maker. My teapot. Oh, actually, I was gonna buy... I actually have it here. I was gonna buy this. And I thought against it because, well, it's the same thing. And I wasn't gonna spend like 20 bucks on the same thing. So I decided against it. But I actually... It's about 7 o'clock. Raid is at 9. And I have some work to do. So I'm helping out someone. This is a top secret project. I'm helping out someone with my artistic talents. So I decided that it wasn't going to be like a job because, well, honestly, I have a job and I have free time, and why not? Like I said, I do help people. I do things just to help people. So I am going to enjoy my freshly made cup of tea and get working on some of the top secret project work. So I shall see you guys later, and have a good night.